Two pairs of hands clasp wrists. Logo of the British Council creating connections. The hands touch knuckles, fingers twitching. A schoolboy circles a finger in his palm and flutters his hands above his head. A blonde boy in a harness high-fives Wanda.
My name is Wanda Moretti. I'm a white woman with short hair and a teen face. I'm wearing a dark shirt and I use glasses to read, and I move my hands a lot when I talk.
Wanda greets a new arrival who waves.
Ciao.
She demos a move the participants copy.
The first part of creating connection took place in Venice at the Vertical Dance Center with a group of young male refugees between 16 and 35 years old from different nationalities: Iraq, Iran, Pakistan, Kosovo, Eritrea, Afghanistan, Ukraine.
They dance barefoot.
Our project aims to connect people from different societies and cultures through vertical dance. Vertical dance uses harnesses and ropes to suspended people off the ground. It is also a way to think about the gravity in a different ways.
Kirill's move is to wiggle his ears. He grins. Copying, the young men lean back to place palms on a wall and turn under their arms. They balance long poles between them. Rest the wooden pole across a forearm. Kirill limbos under someone else's, balances the pole on one shoulder. Another man rests one along his spine as he crawls on all fours. His partner applauds as he balances on one leg, arms spread, without dislodging the pole. Wanda shows them how to knot ropes about their waists. How to tie them and let the harness and ropes take their weight. They swing back and forth, feet pushing off from a wall. They try swinging sideways. Lean against a partner's shoulder, hips far apart. Three in a circle, lower to the floor, arms braced in a trust exercise, and up again. A circle dance, arms linked and snaking, everyone smiling. One young man freestyles in the centre. Sitting by a long strip of paper, they write with coloured pens, one in Arabic. Another in English reads, "I like this project. I want more, more, more. Respect this project, smiley face." A drawing of a heart with legs and wings and the words superpower. One young man has written, "It's home here." A hokey cokey, making the circle bigger and smaller.
Hello, my name's Kate. I'm a woman in my late 50s. I've got very short salt and pepper hair, blue eyes, whitish skin, and I'm wearing a cherry red top.
Kate leads a session.
second part of Creating Connections took place at a special school called Schoolchildren in North Wales. We worked with a group of disabled children aged 11 to 14. Focusing on the spine and how it moves, we worked in and out of suspension and with making and moving objects.
Circles of ropes on a gym floor. A boy swings by in a harness. Lindsay flaps her arms. Lines of children copy, grinning as they pass the move on. A boy slaps his shins. A girl beside him slaps too, balancing as she walks forwards and back. The boy in the harness glides by. Another boy is a human maypole, holding the ends of many ropes over his head. A boy at the end of one rope closes a carabiner. Children on harnesses whirl round and round as though it's a fairground ride. Kate on her knees straps a girl into her harness. Lindsay helps a boy. Kate and Wanda sink, connected to each other by a rope attached to their waist harnesses. Then they stand. The children have a go. As one boy walks backwards, he tugs another who's suspended. They swap roles. A girl stands as the first boy is swung round by the feet by his partner. Trusting their harnesses, the children arch backwards as they swing playfully back and forth. Wanda and two boys are connected by one rope, pulling tight to form a triangle. The first boy tips up, so he's flying face down. A blonde boy sits on Wanda, who's in her harness. They swing together round and round in a lilting waltz. A fourth boy fist bumps Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Lindsey Butcher. I'm a white woman in my late 50s with short white asymmetric cropped hair. I'm sitting in the green room at Southeast Dance with a white wall behind me. I'm wearing a black polo neck sweater and hearing aids.
In the studio, dancers stretch, slowly warming up their bodies. Some are in wheelchairs as they twist and reach. Others roll on the floor. Fingers walk down stretching spines, guiding partners' movement.
In this final meeting of Creating Connections in Brighton, our aim was to bring our learnings from the past two events and share them with 6 professional artists, both disabled and non-disabled, drawing on their dance and movement practices as experienced, intelligent bodies to delve deeper into our research and our shared movement practice of vertical dance, and to revel in the rich diversity and perspectives these different artists bring to that.
A disabled dancer stands in front of her wheelchair. Eyes closed, partners place a hand on their colleague's shoulder, listening to their movement. Seated, legs spread wide, wide arms circle. A head's thrown back, spine arching. 2 colleagues share a laugh. One wears a COVID mask. Another, kneeling, presses palms with Kate. 2 non-disabled dancers link hands with wheelchair dancers, counterbalancing, playing with weight sharing and gravity. A non-disabled man rests his hand on his disabled partner's shoulder. Others, cross-legged on the floor, circle heads and spines. Dancers place a finger on their partner's forehead, their third eye. Holding hands and facing each other, 2 lines of disabled and non-disabled dancers mirror each other's movement. Clustered together, everyone shakes heads and shimmies. In a tight group, they sway from side to side. Wanda moves. A young man mirrors, one arm raised. They turn their faces away. A disabled woman puts her arms around her male partner. A wheelchair dancer spins under her partner's arm. Kate clasps her partner's opposite hand. Counterbalancing, they swap hands as they sink. Wanda spins a partner on the floor. A disabled dancer leans out of a wheelchair, supported by a partner kneeling under her outstretched arm. Her fingertips reach to touch the floor. Dancers suspended low on harnesses twizzle on the floor. Working in pairs, they spin each other. Disabled and non-disabled dance together, taking turns to spin and support. Suspended on a bungee rope, one dancer with a below-the-knee amputation springs off her other leg. A still of a 14-strong group all grinning against a wall, another of the school group sitting in a circle on the floor, and finally the first group of refugees standing and sitting. They write feedback on a long strip of paper. Thanks, British Council. Captions read, Creating Connections was a project between Wanda Moretti, Kate Lawrence and Lindsey Butcher, aiming to build on our previous collaborative practice. Made possible through funding from British Council's international collaboration grants, designed to support UK and overseas organisations to collaborate on international arts projects. Additional thanks to aerial design artist Mish Weaver. In Venice, Centro di Accoglienza SAI, Forte Rossarol Venice, Area Emigrazione Cooperativa Sociale Don Lorenzo Milan, Vertical Dance Centre, Chiara Beccatini for all Venice film footage. In Llandudno, the pupils and staff from Ysgol Gogar, rigger Simon Edwards, Joanna Wright for all Llandudno film footage. In Brighton, artists Welly O'Brien, Kat Ball, Vicky Mallon, Laura Dejau, Hannah Finn, Thomasine Gulech and Leo Castelli. Rigger Simon Edwards, support workers Liv Wright and Naomi Ellen, Southeast Dance Studios, Mark Moreau for all Brighton film footage. Music, www.bensound.com. Full Creating Connections video edit Mark Moreau and Lindsey Butcher. Audio description by Louise Fryer.